With the draft behind them, and new cities and teams up ahead, there was much to do in the short time before training camp began.
Leaving Santa Barbara was hard because I have a lot of good friends there, a lot of good memories, and I enjoyed playing there. It's hard, but it's something that, to play soccer and, get paid for it is, I would leave anywhere to go play soccer, to play professionally.
It's something that my family's known that I want to do throughout my whole life. Since I started playing soccer when I was 4, they've known that I want to fulfill my dream, and they just helped me through it all, so I thank them a lot.
In terms of going to Canada, there's tons of paperwork and stuff that I didn't really anticipate that was going to be such a problem, but it was a big hassle just getting all that done. But luckily I had a lot of help from people, the right people, so it was good.
Toronto makes it a little more difficult because it's international, so just still trying to figure things out right now as we speak. I just found an apartment, so first of all you have to find an apartment, you have to open your bank accounts, you have to figure out a way to ship your car. Still have a girlfriend at home, and so what we decided to do is get Skype going with the video chat and everything, It's just little things, but it's just trying to stay in contact as much as you can, so.
In the middle of January, most of the players still had school to finish, leaving them scrambling to register for online classes before they left.
Oh, it was a hectic week because I'm still not finished with school, so I had to make sure that I sort everything out with schooling, and then after that, then basically I'm just moving, moving from one place to another, so I had to pack, get my stuff from school, all that, get my schoolwork ahead of time and see what plan I have so I can graduate on time, and if I need to take online classes, and it was hectic that week.
I had online classes that I had to start to help finish my degree at Campbell. If I stayed at Campbell, I would have took classes like walking fitness or coloring or, something. But now I'm in microeconomics and psychology, and I have to finish those up online, and it's time consuming.
As they inched closer to joining their new teams, emotions ranged from excitement to nervousness.
I didn't know that they had such a rich history and tradition behind them, so when I watched that, it was really enlightening, and it was a good thing to see.
I think there's a lot of pressure on me. I put pressure on myself basically to do well every day in practice, because I know that's where it's going to start. If I do well out in practice and in these scrimmages out on the field, I should get a roster spot. But it comes from the hard work on the field, and I try to put that aside. But yet again, it's always in the back of my head every time.
That was the most exciting part about getting drafted here with him, was just that I knew that I was going to be with someone that I was really comfortable with, and that I could be myself around. If I can't be that way in the locker room as of right now because I'm new to the team.
They didn't give me any information that just, get ready to work hard and just come in and do your best.
When asked if it was an advantage to go to an expansion team, #1 pick Steve Zakuani looked at it 2 ways.
Everybody's new, so we all have to fight for our places. That's good, but at the same time, everybody might fight a bit harder.
As players arrived in the cities where their pro careers would begin, some had new experiences, others found the comfort of home.
I mean, Salt Lake was definitely different because that was the first time I saw snow. I've never seen snow in my life, so when I got to Salt Lake, I saw snow for the first time.
The first thing I saw was snow, and I was super excited because I missed that in California. I grew up in Switzerland, and the snow was just, I loved it, It was a little cold, yeah, but I was excited to see snow. That was the first thing I remember.
Once I saw downtown, I said I want to live here, and so I just wanted to find a downtown apartment and got squared away pretty quick. It's just about the location for me, because it did remind me when I got there of central London.
While all of these players were stars of their respective teams in college, entering a professional locker room with established veterans can create a much different dynamic.
Just walking in the locker room the first day, I was slow to just rush in and walk in there with all confidence, like I would if I went into Campbell's locker room.
My coaches at Arsenal would tell me, cause I played on the wing too, and say, go there, watch Overmars, watch Perez, watch Ljungberg, just watch what they do. And so I did. And you learn from those kind of guys. And so the first day I came in to our training facility and saw the lockers on the wall, and it had Zakuani here, and then 5 yards away it had Ljungberg. I was in shock. It was like, it can't be happening. I was in Highbury, the stadium, the day he made his debut in '98 when he came on and scored against Manchester United. I was in the stands with my mom that day.
I just don't want to step on anyone's toes, from the very beginning. I want them to get to know me first before I start joking around or before I start doing other things like that. I just got to be more aware that I'm the new guy and that
and that there's a lot of veterans in that locker that have been through a lot more than I have, and so I got to pay my dues.
So obviously it's a difference, it's a change being the captain of the team and the person that everyone kind of looks to in tough times, and now I come in just one of the rookies. So
it's amazing in this team. It's all the older guys, the new guys, they welcome us, they show us around. They, you know what I mean? Like I know in some teams, you know, where you're a new kid coming in, you get ignored sometimes, but not here. I mean, they've been more than helpful.
After a disappointing drop to pick 13 in the Super Draft, Stefan Frei was just happy to join his new team and start proving people wrong.
I can't tell you how many times I caught myself just like sitting back and soaking it all in, and it went through my mind like, you know, wow, the dream came true, you know, like I'm sitting here and I'm living my dream right now. So it's surreal, yeah. Hopefully I get a chance to step on the field and prove them that, you know, they screwed up in the draft, you know, that they passed up on me and they shouldn't have.
In the weeks to come, most of these players will fight for playing time and their respective teammates, but others will be fighting simply for a roster spot.
You want to make the team, but you don't know where they see you fitting in or where they see you playing.
Obviously, you're not guaranteed anything in this league. I'll find a spot anywhere I can find it, whether it be a role player coming off the bench or whatever that be, a starter.
I would say that there's no doubt in my mind I can make the team. I think, not to sound cocky or too confident, but I think I have what it takes to be at this level, you know, in a variety of different positions and roles on the team.
Next time on Rookie Life, preseason begins.